So I got some big news to share with you guys. I just recently got a brand new roommate. This is Alexi. She is a yellow lab puppy, and she is so much fun to play with. But just as great as she also comes with some trouble. Like, for example, she loves to run around and pee on the carpet of our house, and I have to go clean it up all the time. She loves to chew holes in the wall. Now, I'm not talking like the corner of a wall. I'm talking about like right in the middle of a wall, just chewing a hole in there. You see, having a puppy has been so much fun, but it's also taught me a lot about myself. It's caused me to look into myself because now that I have this puppy, I have somebody else to take care of. I have this other thing that I have to go home at lunch and let out to go potty. I have to watch her and keep an eye on her. I can't just go out and do whatever I want to do. I have to start thinking about this other thing in the house. So ever since I got this puppy, I had to change my perspective from inward and start thinking outward. Well, the main character in this story, Brandon, has to change his perception from inward to outward in this week's episode of Roommates.
Hey everybody, it's me, Brandon here, with your weekly check of what's hot and what's totally lame this season. As you may notice, I'm wearing a new pair of canned headphones today. These are the new Fat Beat headphones from hip-hop producer Sugar E. I've had them for about a week now, and I like them, but to be honest, the beats really aren't that fat. The bass isn't quite as thumping as I would like, but it does have this cool feature where if you press this button, it'll read your text messages to you in your ear. That's pretty cool, but it only comes in 2 colors, so I don't think I would be using this but for a few weeks until I start looking for something else. Here's something cool. Check out this app I found yesterday. It's called Culture Pop. This app finds music for you and shares it with your friends before you have even heard of it, so you can be sure to say that you knew that song before it was popular. I use it almost every day, and I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first people to be using it. It's only $9.95, so it's not that big of an expense considering. Well, that's it for today. Gotta go. See you next week.
Hey, dude.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, no, not much, man. Brandon, you look different, man. Man, the last time I saw you, you were like, what, like this high? It's me, man, Matty. Matthew, your cousin, Aunt Sarah's kid. It's all right, man. I mean, last time you saw me, I probably had short hair and glasses and none of this facial hair fiasco. You probably don't remember me.
No, I remember you. How's it going?
Great, man, great. What were you doing there? Like a video diary or something?
No, it's a show. Kids at school watch me.
Huh. Like a talk show?
I talk about what's cool, what's lame. Gets like 400 views.
On TurtleClick? Man, I love that site. People posting their homemade movies and stuff. One time on there, I saw a video of a monkey riding a cat.
This is different. A lot of kids watch me. I'm a tastemaker.
What's a tastemaker?
It's someone who decides what's cool. I tell people what kind of clothes to wear, what to buy, and they do it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. You know, I knew a guy in high school like that. He was a total selfish jerk. Not that you're a jerk. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen you in a while. You're not a selfish jerk, are you?
No, of course not.
Cool. Because if you were, that'd make it really hard for us to be friends.
Matty,
Yeah, ma'am.
what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just hanging out. I've been in school for like ever. Now I'm out. I'm taking a break while I try and figure out my destiny. Hey, what grade are you in?
8th grade.
You got a while then. No need to worry about your destiny just yet. It'll come to you. Oh, hey man, thanks for letting me crash here. I know it's a lot to ask, especially for a cat your age. I mean, I really appreciate it. When I was your age, my room was like my castle, right? But I mean, it looks like you got plenty of space in here, and I was thinking I could just bunk up right over there by the window.
Wait, you're moving in?
Yeah, I mean, just for a little bit. Oh my gosh, your mom didn't tell you? Oh, man. I jumped the gun. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I needed a place to stay, and your mom and my mom got together, and they decided I could bunk up here until I got my game going. I was working at this restaurant, and it just wasn't my thing. I mean, everyone was only in it for the buck. And I really just don't think God intended for you to just live for yourself.
Mom?
I guess we'll talk later.
Mom? You said he could stay in my room?
It's just for a little while.
In my room? That's the only space I have. There's no room for him.
There's plenty of room. Don't be silly.
We don't even have an extra bed.
Well, apparently he doesn't mind sleeping on the floor.
He can't stay with me.
He can and he will.
He's a total freak.
He's your cousin. He's your family. And you better start treating him like that. You know, when your father was in medical school, I had to take a job as an office clerk because we didn't have any money. Your father couldn't work because he was in school, and I barely made enough money to buy groceries, much less pay the rent. We didn't have any place to stay. And do you know who took us in?
Who?
Your Aunt Sarah. With a husband and a new baby, she took us in, no questions asked. And for a year, they gave us a place to stay, food on the table, and more love and support than we could handle. And they never asked for anything in return. And now that little baby has grown up into that freak, as you call him, and he needs our love and support. And we're going to give it to him. You're going to give it to him.
Can't leave sleep in the study.
No questions asked. He's staying with you. Come on, get outside of your bubble. Step outside of yourself and see what's going on around you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, man, what's up? I'm just checking out these killer phones, man. They're awesome.
I was thinking.
What?
I said I was thinking. Could you take off the headphones?
Oh, yeah, sure, man.
So I was thinking, maybe it'd be all right if you stayed here for a little while.
Sweet, man. Thanks. I mean, I was really hoping you'd say that.
You could sleep by the window. Mom will get you an air mattress or something.
Oh, no. I don't want to put you out. I mean, I could just sleep on the floor, cover my back.
Okay. Just stay away from my stuff.
Hey. Thanks, Brandon. It means a lot. Really. Oh, sorry.
It's no problem. So anyways, before I was interrupted, I was talking about this app. And, you know what? I may have to take a break from the updating for a while. I have a new, roommate, and we have a lot of things we need to work out. So I guess I need to spend some time dealing with this for a while instead of my own stuff. Maybe you should too. You must have stories about the times where your world got rocked by someone that needed your help. Post it on my page. Pretty sure it can't be weirder than what I've got.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, man. Wait, hey, are you broadcasting? What happens if I click this right
No,
here?
don't press
Brandon had his own world. He had his own room, his own stuff. He even had this cool web show where he could talk about what was in and what was out. He had his world. That wasn't until Matty showed up. His cousin Matty, who comes crashing down in his world, and there's Brandon going, who is this guy? At first it seemed like Brandon didn't quite understand what he was supposed to do. He runs downstairs and talks to his mom about, like, Mom, why is this guy in my room? Why do I have to share my room? His world got rocked. Instead of just focusing on himself and who he was and what he could do, now he's got to pay attention to Matty. But then, as the episode went on, he finally started to realize, you know what? He can be there for his cousin Matty. he can help him out. It says in the Bible, in Philippians 2:4, don't look out only for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. The Bible is telling us not to be thinking all the time about what we want and what we need and what we can do, but to start focusing on other people and what they need and how we can enter into their lives and help them out. Not to our own interests, but to the interests of others. Now, this doesn't come natural to us. It can be really difficult, but it's something that God has called us to. Even though it may not be natural, and even at such an early age, as little kids, we're selfish, aren't we? Let me give you an example. My little cousin, he's this little guy, and I was over at his house, and he was playing with toys in the corner of the room. So I decided I was gonna go hang out with him and play with some of his toys too. So he was over in one corner playing with some of these toys, so I went over to another corner of the room and started looking at those other toys that he had. Well, he looked over at what I was doing, got up, ran over to me, took the toys out of my hand, and you know what he says to me? He goes, "Mine." And I'm like, "Okay, buddy, they're yours, you can have it." So I walked over to another part of the room, grabbed up another toy, and he comes running over to me. He's not even playing with it, runs up, grabs it out of my hand, and what does he say? "Mine. Mine, 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 mine." See, he was selfish. He was holding on to his toys. They were his, and he wanted them, and he wanted to hang on to them. And that's so much like us. When we're young, we have this selfish mentality. It's all about what we can get, what we can hold on to. And as we get older, we keep up being that way. So let me ask you a question. What areas of your life are you selfish? What things do you hold on to in your life? What ways do you focus only on yourself and what you want and what you desire? Because like that scripture says, we need to change that mindset and become outward focused and start to focus on other people. So who's one person that you need to step out and focus your outward attention to? Who's that person that you need to be less selfish towards? And this week, I want you to go and do it.